Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of Trek-Lite lockboxes. Affordable security for home or travel. Get 15% off with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. The Black Hats are back with us. The highly skilled members of the Army Marksmanship Unit are teaching a new series of pro tips. And Staff Sergeant Tyler Payne from the Action Shooting Team is first with all the ways to employ a tripod in rifle competition.
I'm Staff Sergeant Tyler Payne of the Army Marksmanship Unit's Action Shooting Team, and today we're going to discuss tripod techniques. When shooting off the top of the tripod, I like to balance my gun and make all minor adjustments with my support hand. While I'm using the tripod, I like to let the tripod support the gun and myself impart as little movement into the gun as possible. If I don't touch the gun won't move. As soon as I touch it, it'll start to move. But the top of the tripod is just the beginning. One of my favorite techniques of utilizing the tripod is to support the front of the gun off the tripod leg. I like to use a bag to maximize my surface area on the gun, and I can use my elbow on my knee to help support the rear of the gun. One of the keys for supporting the front of your gun off the tripod is using a good quality shooting bag, wrapping your hand around the tripod leg, and making your fine-tune adjustments by squeezing the bag. You can get very fine adjustments just by applying a little bit of pressure to the bag. Another advantage of supporting the front of the gun off the leg of the tripod is I can quickly adjust my position if I encounter an obstacle. I can go from a high standing position down to a low kneeling position in much less time than it takes to adjust the legs if I were clipped into the top. If you're presented with a barricade where you can support the front of the gun, the tripod really shines as a rear support. With the front of the gun and the rear of the gun both supported, it's like shooting off of a bench. Plus, it works at any height. Supporting the rear of the gun is very similar to supporting the front of the gun, except you don't have a bag. Your fine adjustments are just made by sliding the gun slightly up and down the leg. A tripod can be a very versatile tool, especially for you hunters and precision rifle competitors. Just make sure you practice these tips before you get out there on your hunt or show up at the match and the timer goes off. We'll see you at the range.
The .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge easily outperforms all other .22 caliber cartridges in its class. Producing .22 250 performance in an AR-15 platform, the .22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic .22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge from Hornady.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.